what's up everyone, and this is part 3 of my 3-part video series, my trip to Chennai, India. In this video, I'm going to share with you some temples that we explored and our trip to the marketplace. So I'm in Chennai with my best friend and she tells me that you can never go wrong with walking tours. This whole trip is through a walking tour and she was right. The walking tour is more personal. It doesn't really feel touristy and you can ask so many questions.
We're here in Mylapore and we'll be touring Kapalishwar Temple. Where? Okay. I guess this one, Kapalishwar Temple. And for 3 hours we'll be walking in the area.
The tour guide, they're called storytellers, that we got assigned with this. Her name was Lakshmi and she's really caring. We're actually friends now on Facebook. She does really well explaining everything.
So I'm going to be wearing a transmitter and I'm going to give you both receivers.
Alright.
So you can comfortably listen and also look around, take pictures. You don't have to keep straining to listen to me. Namaste and welcome to the Peacock trip. My name is Lakshmi and I will be your storyteller for today's trip. The entrance tower will be taller than the shrine towers. And in northern India, the shrine towers will be taller than the entrance tower. So maybe it was to show the power of the king, is what some of the historians said. But it's all the figurines are gods and goddesses from Hindu mythology. Some of them are Shiva, some are gods, some are showing a story, some are just holding a pose. Flowers are very special, but we can't smell them and buy them like you do in your country because it will make them impure.
First went to the temple where they have lots of gods. The reason why they have lots of gods because the gods reincarnate into a new person and that makes 2 gods, so it goes on and on. So that's like thousands of gods already.
Oh, it's so nice.
When you come inside the temple, you must break that pride. So when you break a coconut inside, when you offer it to the god, it's nice. You're just breaking your pride. Marriages happen here. Negotiations for a marriage happen here.
Their temple has so many things to do. It's not like just praying. They have events there. They have lots of rituals there. The direction, very superstitious. You can only go to this direction. You can only whisper to this specific god.
When you walk clockwise, God is on your right side. It's very important in Hinduism.
And yung baka nila, very sacred. So they keep them somewhere and then you can feed them.
Look, Charlotte.
It's tickled.
The water in a village, the tank will be used.
The whole thing?
Yes, the whole thing is a water tank.
Next, we go to the Brahman or the priest's house. And then in the priest's house, we get to meet this little cute dog. Very lively dog.
Mama, sit, baby, sit. Oh, she's not sit. Sit. Oh, she sits.
The priests they live like normal beings, but I guess they have their very spiritual, I guess. And then we went to St. Thomas Church.
Downstairs is the tomb of Thomas. There is no body buried there. It is just a symbolic tomb. What is kept there is a bone from the hand of Thomas that touched the wounds of Jesus Christ.
At the end of the trail, we went to have our dosa, which is like a very staple Indian food, which is like one of my favorite Indian foods there. So Lakshmi explains to us how to eat it.
Filter coffee. Why is it filter coffee?
Because there's a filter. So it's a steel filter. You put the coffee on the top, powder, Then you pour hot water and you get the decoction below. You mix it with milk and sugar. Usually they put and give, but it's so sweet. So none of our guests we want sugar, so we get sugar separate. And this is like, it's an honor to serve our guests filter coffee. We're very proud of the coffee here. And try a little. It's supposed to be tasty.
What is
Yes.
what is the powder? Is it from beans?
From beans, yes. Roasted beans.
Specific to South India also is their filter coffee. They're known for their filter coffee, which is, I don't drink coffee, but the coffee is really good. Even though I'm not a coffee drinker, I do look for it.
So this is level 1, to cool it down and to mix the sugar. Then level 2, you raise it. The darker it is, the frothier it is, the hotter it is, it's great coffee. And if you're very orthodox, you don't let the tip of the glass touch your lip, because saliva is considered impure, orthodox fingers. So we were all taught to.
Is it hot?
Style, yes, it's hot.
So that's the end of the Peacock Trail. If you're interested in doing that trail, it's called the Peacock Trail. And the next trail that we went to is...
Today's trail is all about the market, but it's also about the history of the place. So on the right hand side, you will see some of the poor people who are living here. Now, they actually supply goods to the market, in the sense some of them will be stringing flowers, some of them will have a tea shop, all kinds of things hanging as we walk across. They're all to keep away the evil eye. That people are jealous of us. So we have things to keep away the evil eye.
Their marketplace is so busy that Lakshmi actually tells us that most of them don't do their shopping there. Most of them do their shopping in supermarkets for the vegetable. But I think this is the best place to see their culture and the vegetables that they have, the crops that they have there.
They are a great substitute for animal sacrifice.
So
that's why you see plastic. There's a stationery lane. There's a wedding cards lane.
Wedding cards only?
Wedding cards, only wedding cards. And that's there. There's food, there's only saris. And it's almost 5 kilometers. It's super fresh ginger.
Yeah, really fresh.
Yeah,
Super fresh.
It smells great. If you like to smell it. In South India, we are obsessed with ginger. There is a saying, if you have swallowed a grinding stone, that's music. If you have swallowed a grinding stone, a huge stone, by mistake, don't worry. Take a piece of ginger later. Everything will be fine. Ayurveda is 2000 years old. It's an ancient system of Indian medicine. Ayurveda originated from Kerala. Ayurveda tells us that eat everything that your taste buds can identify. So in your plate, like yesterday we have to have the different sweet, salt, pungent, sour, according to the taste buds in your tongue. So Ayurveda says every Thursday, every Friday, women must have greens. And every Saturday, men must have greens. So I don't know too much about it, but if you come here on Thursday, the prices of greens shoot up. So it is a pod of a tree. Head, guys.
Snake?
Yes.
Cobra?
Snake vegetable. Very popular in South India. Yeah, this is one small variety from this. It's a bitter vegetable.
Bitter gourd?
Yes. This is
Ours is like this big.
Yes, ours is also bigger. This is the smaller variety. There is another bigger variety. This is a delicacy. The smaller it is, it's considered very tasty. It is very bitter. It's a taste to get used to. In India, we make bitter gourd chips.
Around how much is the rent here?
The rent here? They must all be easily paying at least 6,000 to 8,000 rupees
Per month.
per month. So hopefully They will be earning, I am hoping and praying, they will earn at least 20 to 30,000. Maybe more also a month, maybe 40,000 a month. Because they are here the whole day. So he will sell at least 70 kgs. This is amazing, almost 120 varieties.
120 varieties?
So they're all in three major large groups. So one is raw rice. Then there is the names are extremely pure, very nice. With a strawberry steel roll. People will do it. Maybe in a hotel they'll be conscious, but otherwise in their homes these are everybody eats. And then people put the stew. They mix it.
With hand?
Yeah, with hand. They usually just pop it in the mouth. You don't eat so gracefully. They'll throw it. If it trickles, it's very normal in South India. To attend a wedding, everyone's like up to 8% is vegetarian. This in a country where beef eaters are doomed to rot in hell.
Yeah.
It's like Middle East.
Middle East?
Mostly to Middle East. Then to Norway.
Norway,
Denmark, England. Wherever Indians are,
or wherever Indians are, the rice goes.
Chili.
Yeah.
Round chili.
Yes. Thank you.
Brown chili.
Big ones are not that spicy. The tiny ones that pack a punch.
They have the marks. Wow! It smells like a Chinese herb.
Yeah. When the leaves fall down to the floor, the women pick it up. The men stitch it up as plates.
It's a plate.
It's a plate. It's a dry leaf fruit plate option. A big bunch of these leaves will not cost more than $1.
Wow.
It's not very expensive, and it's sad in a way because it's so artistic. You must be spending so much time putting all the leaves together.
You using machine?
Yes, they are using the machine to mold it.
Nice.
Some simple mold.
Very nice.
Yeah, organic stores. Some of my guests from the United States were saying that they are seeing these plates in the US. He says we can come inside.
Oh, really?
Explore the shop on the inside. Surrounded by chickpea.
Chickpea.
They're very small, and then cinnamon sticks.
Wow.
Yeah, cinnamon sticks, nice to see.
What is that?
Jaggery is sugar cane.
Okay.
So this one is inside here. If you like, you can just pick a bit. You can put it in your mouth. It's sweet. Gram flour, which you use in your fried stuff. On the budgies. This is gram flour.
Yeah.
Superb number of lentils. All the lentils you're eating in India, everything is
lentils. Oh.
Behind Marian is the white flour and the wheat flour.
Mustard seeds.
I don't think they have sesame.
No. There was good old turmeric. If you apply a little turmeric on your face, it removes facial warts, pimples, and most importantly, facial hair. So for our dark skin, it will give us a satiny glow. That we sell here. If you just inhale it a bit, it's strong.
What is it?
It's powdered tobacco.
Ah, wow.
You snort it, you sniff it.
They use that for cooking?
Yes. We don't get it in the United States. It's cooked under high heat. If you
Wow.
coffee. I love coffee.
Wow, really smells nice.
I need some tools.
50 rupees for 100 grams. How much coffee can you make with that?
100 grams. This
So
much.
if you have a
Maybe
filter coffee,
but two times.
you put 3 big tablespoons in to make a nice strong coffee.
Yeah. That one behind is pasta, but these are all chips or fritters. They're just colored.
Alphabet pasta. Look, Charlotte. Alphabet pasta.
Oh my god, so cute.
That's so cute.
It
Spells.
no.
It's not.
Chips.
What do you mean?
Chips means fritters.
So this is.
It's spread.
These are fritters.
This is dried ginger.
It's watermelon, but it's not.
On top, and they light it up out of the shops. It's not consumed. It's not eaten.
It's not consumed.
It's not eaten. It's used only
Is
for
it
vegetarian.
poisonous?
It's not poisonous, but it's not considered like a grapefruit. I'll ask her if it can be eaten. So he says we can't eat it because it's evil eye, but I think that's like eaten with a pinch of salt.
Evil eye is like bad luck. We also went to the flower area. It just so happens that that time there was a festival that's going to happen the next day. So there were so many people there buying flowers. So that's it, guys. That's part 3 of the 3-part video of the Chennai, India. And if you do like the trails, that's the Peacock Trail, the Bazaar Trail, the next time we go back there, we're going to do the Spice Trail. So the Spice Trail they're gonna explain the spices that they have in India, and we're gonna cook with the spices. So it's going to be really interesting, but because we're just 2 people and they need at least 4. So if you do like this video, hit that like button below, subscribe for more travel videos, and see you in the next video.